What's going on, guys? It's your boy PS239 River Boy, and I'm back at it again with another video. And I just want to explain what's going on in the market. And a lot of people out there have been asking me what do I think was going on from what a lot of major crypto YouTubers are saying. We might even go even below other levels. We might hit 50, and we might even hit 30,000, guys. So I don't want to say that we're going to hit those lows to get you guys to sell your Bitcoin now so you could try to buy it back later. Yes, it would be a tax write-off because all of the Bitcoin you bought up here, here, and then selling it now to buy it back down here would be a good idea because you will get 46% more Bitcoin than what you have now if you sell it and buy it back in the 30,000, guys. But we don't know if it's going to go down that far. So I personally wouldn't sell my Bitcoin. And honestly, guys, that is what they want you guys to do. They want you to sell your Bitcoin and to have it leave your hands so that they can scoop it up and take it off of the exchanges, guys. Because once there's no more Bitcoin on the exchanges, the price is going to surge so high because the day traders are going to try to scoop up Bitcoin with leverage to take positions, and they're going to force the price to go up higher and higher and higher because there is no Bitcoin on the exchanges to buy besides the open order book. And the open order book is full all the way up into the millions, guys. So if it gets to where a lot of these major institutions stop selling their Bitcoin from, like, say 30,000 from all the way to 126, they don't sell any Bitcoin, the price is going to just shoot up because there is no Bitcoin owned by retail. There's only owned by massive whales and corporations, and they're not selling their Bitcoin until it gets to a super high price, and then they want to dump it on us, guys. So I honestly think, if anything, we could go back to 50,000, but I wouldn't hope for it or even expect it. We could go lower, or we couldn't. This could be it, and we could turn around. So me, I personally am just going to keep buying, guys. Like, I get a little bit of cash tomorrow and I'm just going to buy. So I wanted to show you guys where I like to buy my Bitcoin because it's a little bit cheaper if you just come and deposit cash on here. So for every $100 you put on here, you get an extra $10. And this is just Speed Wallet, guys. I could put this inside my link in the description or put it inside the comment. But this is just Speed Wallet, guys. And this is just a self-custody wallet. And with this wallet, you can use it to withdraw on other like Bitcoin miner apps, like the Bitcoin miner app, BTC Coin, and a couple of other miner apps. This is a Lightning wallet. So like, I have my own Lightning address, and I have sats on here that I earned from my miners apps. And then I also like to buy sats on here for cash and get a deposit bonus. And then I buy Bitcoin, and then I send it off to like Coin Depot or to my cold wallet, guys. So this is probably one of the best ways to buy Bitcoin because you always get a deposit bonus on your cash when you put it in here. So that's probably why I think that just trying to utilize any deposit bonuses or stuff like that, and especially at a crucial time like this, is a good idea right now, guys. So I would just keep loading up my spot bags. If you guys want, you could just load up your bags and maybe load up some bots, have the perimeters set to like 30,000 and have it set to like 75,000 and have that as a bear market bot, and have it trade like every 0.5% or every 1%, and that'll be like your bear market bot. But me, honestly, if I was to do a bot, I would do a long-term bot. Like, I would buy one and I'd have its lower perimeters at 100,000 and its upper perimeters to 200,000, and then I'd have another bot where its upper perimeters are 200,000 and its lower perimeters are 30,000, and that one will trade every 1%, and then the other one will trade every 0.5%. And that one will have more gains in it because we're going to add into that one when it's in the bear market, and it's going to basically double and triple before it starts day trading like a bot. And that's what I would do, guys. If you have any bots that are out of its arbitrage range, I just keep adding to them and don't change your perimeters so you don't lose any money on any sales. And if you do any sales or try to change your perimeters, just know that when you do a sale that it's at a loss, you get a tax write-off on the difference from when you bought those initial coins. So like say we're down 60% and then you sell it to buy more coins because it keeps falling, and then you do get more coins and come back up. Remember, on the gains that you make, you have a 60% write-off off your initial capital. So that's like a good new tax law that had came through, and this is like kind of good for us who know about it. So we could have sold our Bitcoin at 69,000 and scooped it all up at 63,000 and had a good, a good 10% tax write-off on our capital, or a good 10% increase on our Bitcoin. And say we bought that Bitcoin at the top from 69, it's saying that's a good 96% from right now, which is actually fucking nuts to think that we're almost at 100% gain from the top of the bull market. See, it's almost literally 100% gain on the top of the bull market, guys. So like right now is a good time to buy Bitcoin. Usually bear markets are 80 to 90% of the top of the bull market, and we are well over that marker. We're at almost 100% difference in the price since the top of the last bull market, guys. So now I honestly think I'm gonna be loading up. I still have that $500 in Pepe that I borrowed, but I just sent it back to Coin Depot because we hit a very low on Pepe. Pepe usually only skates under the threes for a very short time, and it just skates under and goes right back above the fours. So now that we're under the threes, I closed my Pepe bot, kept all the Pepe, and sent it to Coin Depot. So now I'm going to stake that Pepe and make a good $1 a day in Pepe while I wait for Pepe to double again. I do think we'll go back to the 5s and maybe the 7s in like a month or two. So I have the patience to wait. I'm only paying them 30 cents a day in interest, and I make well over $1 a day in interest on my Pepe. So I'm not really worried about the money that I owe them because I make more in interest from the Pepe I send. So I'm doing pretty decent on that little flip, and I'm glad that these bots help me acquire more Pepe, because if I would have just bought some Pepe then and there with the $500, it was like around 4.4. So let's go back to a day chart. If I would have just bought that Pepe then and there with the $500, I'd be down 25%. But instead, I botted the Pepe all the way down till now, and I made money on the little pumps and dumps. And then once we came all the way down here, I closed out the bot by hold, and I kept all the Pepe. And then with all the cash I made from the pumps and dumps and any little bit of leftover cash that I didn't spend, that I was waiting for it to go down here, I just scooped it all up and then sent all the Pepe to Coin Depot. So honestly believe that Pepe is going to pump again. We're at a nice support level. If we break this, we could go back down to 3 5s, 3 4s, and that's another 10% loss. But I am willing to wait months at a time for my sales, and I know that I'm accumulating more interest gain than my interest that I have to pay, so I'm not worried about it at all, guys. So that's why I said you can borrow like a champ and know when to make these moves. If I sell that $500 at 50, at 50,000 at 50 on Pepe, then I'll make 29% from my lowest purchase, which I still had 250 bucks cash when I just did this recent purchase at 38.6. So like if everything goes according to plan, I will have like a good $150-200 in cash that I can take out all the Pepe, and I'll just pull out just enough to pay off the loan that I borrowed, and then I'll be able to pocket that $200 or $300 cash. So that's pretty much the plan, guys, and how you can make money off of your crypto while you're staking it. And it's just a really good plan to try to preserve your capital and also make more money while the market is doing dumb things. So I honestly believe Ethereum and Bitcoin are both easy steals to buy, and if you can wait a little bit longer to try to scoop up at 60,000, that's still another 4 or 5% to like 4% to 60,000, guys. So you could make another 4% on the way up. So just keep an eye on the market and make sure that all of your like buy orders are in order if you want to buy at a set price. I think anything right now is a very good price to buy. But alright, guys, I'm gonna hit you guys up in the next one. I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's stack this Bitcoin together.